Peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. Here with Grant Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Tonight we got a special treat. Our NBA insider, Shams Charania, sitting in with us as well. Shams, glad you could be here tonight.
Of course, BA, I'm glad to be a part of this crew. This is a pretty big time group I'm a part of right now, BA.
Yeah, well, good luck getting the word in, my friend. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at Chicago, they're in 10th place, but it's early on, so they have time to recover.
Checking out Chicago, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Draymond Green is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's MP in at the shooting guard. And for Chicago, Ivy's out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Zach Collins. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Okoro in at the small forward. Now here's MP, outside Moody. Here's the three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Great instincts from MP. He's shown great potential as a passer in his young career.
Pass to Giddey. Collins outside. Off target with the three. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. MP outside. Right side, Porzingis. The three. That's good from Curry. On the assist by Porzingis.
Oh, that's one fluid motion. Curry's shot is a thing of beauty.
Outside Giddey. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Now here's Collins, making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. The rebound by MP.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Moody, good. Moody's got 5 now.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked him about keys to the game, and he said all roads lead to Steph Curry, in particular, his movement off ball. Coach said even when you try to switch, he finds little pockets of space, then he uses that quick trigger to beat closeouts. It's never an easy matchup. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Okoro outside. Pass to Ivy, and the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
And we're seeing teams these days applying more early ball pressure. Why is that tactic gaining steam, Sean?
Well, pressure is always going to provide a level of stress, and so it's a way to wear your opponents down, force them to operate deeper into the shot clock, and really it's a way for teams to leverage their length, their depth, their athleticism. You are seeing it used in different strategies.
Here's Ivy. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Shot clock at 5. To win the drought. And he lays it in.
Well, that's just their first make in 5 attempts. Maybe that bucket can ignite their offense.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Let's go with a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Now here's Curry. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Moody misses.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Well, Ivy doing a good job of keeping the ball moving to set his teammate up.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
They split their games last season and both figure to be fighting for playoff spots this year. This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Pass to Collins. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And both free throws good for Collins. And with the new CBA, Shams, powerhouse teams faced with tough choices on their rosters.
That's the one part about the CBA. It's becoming difficult to keep everyone in the fold. It's perhaps made dynasties less feasible in the modern era, and we've already seen unprecedented amount of parity in today's NBA.
Well, one thing's for sure, you better develop your younger players as well.
And on that note, BA, there's no better place to look at than Oklahoma City.
The Warriors lead by 11. Here's MP. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Okoro outside. Chicago passing it around. Back to Giddey. This one for 3. The rebound by Moody.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And the basket by Curry.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
Chicago shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Giddey. And here's Ivy from the arc. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you.
MP finds Curry. And here is Green. Now here's Porzingis. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Porzingis has got 9.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Back to Giddey. Pass to Ivy. The three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
Now here's Okoro. 14 points for him last game against Indiana. Ivy against MP. 6 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Unbelievable. Ivy living that life above the rim.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And here are the Warriors now. They lead by 11. And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. And I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis, because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. Here's Buzelis, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's a well-timed play with Buzelis ready to catch and finish.
Curry against Giddey. Outside, Green. The three from Curry, and the Warriors with another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Bulls trail by 15. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Okoro. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Moody. Outside Porzingis. On the wing, MP. Now Curry. 14 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Moody. From behind the arc. Pure from three-point range. Moody's got 8.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And Collins with the slam.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Smith comes in for Buzelis, and it's Jones in for Okoro. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Santos comes in for Green. Melton, he's checked in for Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. Here's Podziemski. 11 points for him last game against Cleveland. Shams, a personal question for you. This is just about the industry in general. I know you have all these sources. You don't reveal your sources. No good journalist does. But what's in it for them?
You know, B.A., I'm going to tell you guys, because this is a nice family environment here at the desk. It's always something for me, 365, 24/7. These are real relationships. It's always a two-way street when it comes to whether it's a source, a relationship that I have in this industry. And right now, more than ever, it's a relationship business. You can't just show up when you need someone. And so for me, I go every day and try to build the best relationships I can.
Hey, and let's face it, we're in the entertainment industry. And how entertaining is it to get a scoop from Shams?
Come on now, we're all waiting for it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Brian, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. From deep, Giddey drills it from deep.
And this is the idea for Giddey. Get enough trays to keep the defense honest.
The Warriors lead by 13.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to MP. Horford, a screen on Jones. On the wing, MP, defended by Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Screen by Horford. From deep, Melton. Chicago with a rebound.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
A minute and a half left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Podziemski. Now here's MP. No points so far. From deep, Melton. And it's Giddey with a rebound. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Collins. Outside Giddey. Chicago passing it around. And he trims the lead to single digits. Ivy's got 12 points.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Now here's MP. Launches a three. Smith with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Ivy. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. MP inside. Working on Jones. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. And it's Simons with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 6. From the arc. That shot off. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
We've got Anthony Simons. Also, Trey Jones out there. Colin Sexton out there with Smith. And it's Asenge in at the power forward position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And he knocks down the first one. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchises in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers, to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Picked by Smith. And here's Simons outside. The rebound by Melton. The Warriors lead by 7. Lots of room. Chicago with a rebound. After this game, they can look forward to Boston, where they will match up against the Celtics. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now here's Jones. He's scoreless. Here's Simons. And the layup is good.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Pass to Porzingis. KP wrecks the rim.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now here's Smith. And here's Simons outside. Again, Simons missing. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Podziemski. No good from outside. Bulls trail by 7. Sexton passes to Jones with his first shot attempt. And there's another one for Chicago.
Really not where we normally see Jones operate, but good for him to grow his comfort zone a little.
Here's Porzingis. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot, not one.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Jones from outside. Here's Smith. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. Trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
5 on the clock. For 3, Sexton. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Spencer. Porzingis surveying the floor. Up and over Smith. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds in the game. Simons, right side, from deep. Can't connect, making him 1 for 6 from the field.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. ready for Chicago. Collins, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Okoro is checked in for Sexton. And it's Josh Giddey in for Simons. MP's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Spencer. Collins passes to Giddey. Chicago passing it around. Collins with a screen on Curry. Collins outside. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Warriors lead by 7. And it's approaching 2 decades since the launch of the modern smartphone, Shams. It's put the game in the palm of your hand.
Well, you know, I don't go anywhere without my phone, and of course, that accessibility is a key part of why Adam Silver says the league has been supercharged by technology. Social media and our phones are a big part of the game.
Can you imagine it any other way at this point?
Absolutely not.
Now here's Jones. 11 points for him last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
And the Warriors with possession here after the basket by Chicago. Lets the 3 fly. Curry rises up and hits the 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Back to Okoro. Outside Giddey. 4 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to MP. The baseline, Jay. That's no good. He's 0 for 4.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
The Warriors lead by 8. Outside Curry. Up top, Horford. And here's MP. Misses the jumper from the wing.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
The Warriors have gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. Out to Horford. Three-pointer. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Bulls making a switch here. Ivy's checked in. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Podziemski. The Bulls trail by 9. It's stolen by Curry. Crosses over. Oh, Curry with the hustle.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Okoro outside. Ivey outside. Clock at 6. There's the drive. From deep, Giddey. Oh, he drilled it. He's shooting 3 for 8 from the floor.
Well, so often the facilitator, Giddey on the finishing end there.
And here's Curry for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Ivey outside. To the middle. Here's Collins. Over Porzingis. And there's Collins on the assist by Ivey. Ivey's got his 5th assist in this one. Curry surveys. Here's Porzingis. From down in the low post, it goes. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Ivey. It's rebounded by Golden State. MP's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Curry. From deep, MP. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
For 3.
Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
The 3 is up, and Ivey gets a 3. Ivey's got 17 points.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Guys, back to you.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie. The Warriors lead by 11. Pass to Green. Porzingis sets a screen. There's the triple, and the Warriors with another 3.
One of the primary ways Green helps this offense, operating as a stretch big.
On the wing, Ivey. Now here's Okoro. Outside Giddey. Pass to Collins. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Ivey's shot is off.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Oh, got that one up quick. Curry's got 25 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Giddey passes to Ivey. Chicago passing it around. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Collins has got 6 here in the quarter.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivey. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
And it's Dubs fans who wants a free t-shirt. Who wants a t-shirt?
Horford's checked in for the Warriors. Looking now at some numbers for Stephen Curry.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
The Warriors lead by 15. Horford outside. Outside Moody. Left side Curry. Stolen by Giddey. And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, B.A. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, B.A.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Here's Okoro, following the score by Golden State. Ivey outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's the floater, and that one's good. Giddey.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. They led by as many as 18. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. It'll be the 4th of 6 games for them away from home. Connects from downtown.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Ivey outside. The rebound by MP. MP's got 5 rebounds in the game. Puts up a deep 3, and there's Curry on the assist by MP. MP's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. Back after this.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And now revisiting that first half for Steph Curry, he was lights out.
Curry brings a different dynamic. No matter what the defense throws at him, finds a way to counter. Terrific first half.
Instead of doing it with size and speed, Curry does it with skill and heart, a special, special talent. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
The Bulls trail by 19. On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Kristaps Porzingis. Stephen Curry is out there with MP. Then it's Moses Moody, and it's Green in at the 4 spot. Now here's Okoro. Still no points. 6 on the shot clock. Ivey finds Giddey. From downtown, Porzingis grabs the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And here's MP. Outside Curry. Takes a 3. Collins with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
The shot by Buzel is no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Porzingis with a screen on Ivey. Out left to the wing. Porzingis passes to Moody. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, all the way up there at 7-2. I mean, it must be pretty easy for Porzingis to see the floor.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Ivey against MP, and stolen by Porzingis. Now here's Curry. He's closely guarded. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Moody. Clock at 6. And here's Curry. Three-pointer. And it's Chicago with a board. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Giddey. Here's Buzelis. Ivy with the ball. Drops in the layup for 2. Ivy's got 19 points.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
Now here's MP. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Pulls up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Curry's got 35 in the game.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Okoro outside. Ivy outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, when Ivy's making his threes, you have to come out to him at the line, and that really opens up driving lanes for him.
Now here's Curry. Give him 35. Down low. Here's Porzingis. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Warriors, they've started strong this year, holding the second place spot.
Well, I think for Golden State, they've just been relentless coming out of the gates. And what I love is that everyone is focused. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone. Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Now Moody. He's got 10. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Back to Giddey. Chicago passing it around. Pass to Ivy. Takes the 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Moody. Porzingis up top. The shot from 20 feet out. Again, the Warriors score.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Ivy outside. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Steady maintenance, you might lose
break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. The Warriors, #1.
The beauty of this offense is that the ball never stops moving. If the shot isn't there, the next pass is made.
Outside Porzingis. Pass to Curry. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his 6th assist of the night. The Bulls trail by 20. And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now a change of course is taking place.
Now here's Curry. And he's got 41 now. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Curry's got 43 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Here's Ivy. And he's got 28 now. Outside Giddey. With the drive for 3, Collins. Another 3 for Chicago.
Truly a does-it-all glue guy. Giddey helps the whole team with his passing ability.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Chicago has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Ivy outside. Pass to Giddey. Lets it go from deep. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
The Warriors lead by 18. Outside Curry. Giddey with a defensive effort.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And the shot goes.
With how well Giddey moves in his 6'8" frame, he's such a tough matchup. There aren't a lot of guys who can guard him.
First personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
That free throw good from Giddey.
Well, what I like about Giddey, he just knows how to play this game. Helps his team in so many ways. Big for this offense's flow.
Now here's Porzingis. 21 points in the game. Shoots over Collins. And that one's good. Porzingis. Porzingis has got 23 points.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Bulls trail by 17. Giddey passes to Collins. Back to Giddey. Here's Ivy. And a nice finish on the layup. Ivy's got 13 points in this quarter.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
And here are the Warriors now, after the basket by Chicago. Outside, Green. And here's MP from outside. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Yeah, just another thing MP does for this team. Space the floor.
Inside. Chicago passing it around. And here's Ivy from the arc. Counted from distance. Ivy's got 16 points here in the second half. The Warriors lead by 15. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Here's Buzelis. Back to Giddey. Pass to Ivy. The 3 is up. And again, It's Chicago with a three.
His points are really adding up from the three-point line. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he's only getting better.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
The Bulls trail by 17. Ivy outside. Back to Giddey. Pass to Ivy for three. The Warriors pull it in. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's MP from outside the arc. Another three for Golden State.
Well, he might be young, but MP knows how to make them pay for giving him a corner three.
Here's Ivy, and here's Okoro. Outside Giddey. Over Curry. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Green. Outside Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got his 9th assist of the game now.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Ivy outside. Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Collins to stop the run. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
On your feet, fans, it's time for your Chicago Lovables.
New group getting ready for Chicago. Richards is checked in for Collins. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Simons is checked in for Okoro. And it's Jones in for Giddey. Here's Podziemski. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Curry. The three ball. That shot, no good. The Bulls trail by 20. Simons finds Ivy. Smith with a screen on Payton. Outside Curry. 4-3. And another one.
I mean, he has been hot as a kettle and serving all comers.
And making a little history tonight. He's just tied for the 3rd most 50-point games in league history.
Tying up none other than Kobe Bryant with 25. And when you're being compared with him, you know you're doing something right.
Now here's Ivy, defended by Podziemski. And it's Simons missing. The Warriors lead by 23. Pass to Payton. Launches it. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. To the paint. Here's Richards. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
A skilled passer. Jones is quick to spot these openings for his team.
52 seconds left in the 3rd. Jones against Curry. Outside Podziemski. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one. The Bulls shooting 56% today. Ivy outside. Pass to Simons. Fires for three. He buries it from three. Simons has got 5 now.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be from there.
Here's Curry. Jones with some nice D. To the inside. Smith.
Oh, sweet move. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Talk about three-point shooting. He piled up 18 points from range that quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.